Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to follow the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It helps us more than you could imagine. The thing about LA clubs, if you notice, they always close at 2 a.m., which is very early.
Yeah,
like, that's the thing. Like,
but then what happens is everyone then goes to a house party and then it goes on till 10 a.m. or whatever.
Yeah, that's very true. Actually.
I'm already asleep by then, bro.
Nah. Not
when you're in LA.
Your
Surely
time
not.
yeah, no way.
But I think after when they open clubs back up, I think they'll put that later. Surely they will. Yeah,
well, I hope
they've been talking about it for years.
Yeah,
they just don't.
2 a.m.'s way too early for a club.
Yeah, whenever I'm in
2 hours in a
it's
club
like-
and it costs you like
10, 15
money.
grand, whatever you're paying. Yeah.
Not that.
Oh,
Not
right.
all
Okay.
the
I
time.
mean,
That's
Vegas
just you,
is
bro.
Vegas is a 10, 15 grand. Like Vegas. Have you been to Vegas?
Yeah, dude. We did
You like Vegas?
We did New Year's Eve in Vegas. And
Yeah.
It was
wow.
one of them nights, but
Now that is a 10, 15 grand night,
Yeah.
a minimum. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a
you
banger.
regret it though. You regret them fucking big spending nights.
Sometimes
Not New Year's Eve, you can let it slide. It's we went there. One of my friends won a boxing fight, and then we went over there, and it was just there's way too much. And that's the thing is, there's just so much money gets spent, and you're there. And then the worst thing to do is when you wake up the next morning, and then you start thinking, what could I have spent all that money on? And you start racking up all these sick things you could have bought for like the 10, 15. And if you're doing that 7 nights in a row, it's like, well.
But you are making memories, aren't you, man?
Oh,
like,
well,
you
that's
can't have them
yeah.
times when you're
Crazy
not pissed out your
memories.
head
It's
and
true.
fucking with all your mates.
The memories
Like,
that
they're
cost
the
a lot,
best.
but they're fucking
Yeah.
good ones.
Yeah, it's true. Whereabouts have you found like your best night out or like partying? Like, has there been a place, maybe in America, even here potentially, that you've been like, this is
Best night
the
out.
spot?
This is a tough one. I don't even know where mine is.
Don't know. We've had some LA nights are just crazy, man.
Yeah,
We used to actually have a group on WhatsApp called LA Nights, and
that was it.
we'd get Tav in and we'd just milk the fucking promoters and get them all to just make us a huge table and be like 15 English lads at this table, and they'd all bring like 20 girls each.
Yeah,
and just be fucking rammed, and everyone in the club would just be like, what are these guys doing? It would just be so funny.
That's sick.
Yeah, we'd always throw after parties and just
Yeah.
completely obliterate the house. And,
Oh my-
it
well-
wasn't
Did you
good.
get a little Airbnb?
We used to do.
Hopefully the owners aren't listening.
Oh, dude! I remember one night we had a party, and like literally the first night we got there, and got kicked out the next morning
By the owner.
Pain.
by the owner. Yeah, like police came.
Oh.
I got arrested, but it was like I did it as like a fake one.
Oh.
Like, the police came and I was like, "Oh, can you like arrest me for Snapchat?" Because
That's
it was like
such a British thing.
back in the day. Yeah, I got thrown over the hood by this woman like, as a joke, and thinking it was funny. And then next day, we were gone.
I seen your Snapchat, and then wait, no, it was a joke. I don't believe it.
We had like a pop-up store that we were gonna do that week, so we all went to there. We were all in there with our cases, like getting our hair cut the next day. Like we've got nowhere to stay.
Oh, and then what? Did you just find another house, just stay there? Yeah,
Luckily.
that's always been the case. Is you go out there, and I feel like usually when you go on holiday, stay in a nice hotel, but LA is just not supposed to be done like that.
No, you don't do
Staying
the
in a
hotels,
hotel
no
is such
way.
a L
Yeah.
in LA. Like you have to go get yourself a house, an Airbnb, and just live.
Yeah. With
Yeah,
your own
yeah, you
pool,
gotta-
of course.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
you gotta have the pool and the view.
Yeah.
As long as you got those two things, and you're set.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember there's been some crazy times in there, and it's just like I feel like LA is probably the place where I have like some of the craziest stories, and because I don't, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the place, but I always have stories
You're
from
caving
there.
in now.
Got too many stories there.
Literally, I know, but there's crazy. I mean, you guys almost you went on one. I remember I came and visited you out in LA just for one night because I had a different house at the time, and I came over to you, and you guys were like on the verge of getting kicked out. I don't know if you got kicked out in the end.
It just is the craziest trip. So we've gone over there. Our Uber guy that's picked us up from the airport, we jump in, and you watch Hangover.
Yeah.
He does a Mr. Chow voice, and then he drops us. He's like kept doing it the whole thing, so we start calling him Mr. Chow, and he goes, "Boys, I'll tell you what, I'll take the next 10 days off my work, and you guys rent a car out, and I'll be your driver."
Yeah.
So we've
Did
done
you do
that.
it? Yeah.
We've taken this Uber driver. We've rented out a big SUV, and he's become a driver. And he's gone with us to all the clubs. He'll come in the clubs.
He came in the
How
club
good
with
is
you.
it? Dude, we used to do that.
Loves it.
Pay these guys to just stand next to us.
Yeah.
Massive guys.
It was mental. He had a gun in the SUV. He let us all hold the gun. You've got Gomf in the back waving it around from Wales.
See, the thing is, this only happens there.
Yeah,
It's crazy. It is. Why?
never.
You can't get in an Uber here and have the funniest conversation and end up going back to yours with the guy and having a fucking drink and then him being your actual like cab driver for the rest of your holiday.
True.
It's fucking crazy.
Fake IDs as well.
I was about to say the story
so
of the
we've
fake
obviously
ID.
we've gone there and all of us are like 20.
Yeah.
But you need to be 21. But we're like, nah, we'll sort this out. So we've gone to like a rough area of LA. We're driving around in the SUV and people are spitting on the car and stuff.
Shit.
Like, get the fuck out of it. So we're like, oh, what is going on? So we've gone, got fake IDs in the back of this big like Chinese warehouse. Proper little setup with a green screen and all that. We've gone to use them at One Oak.
What, you got them made? Like, you
Yeah,
got
we
the pictures
all
taken and
got
stuff?
them in.
Why don't you just get UK ones off like older people?
I
You
don't know
already
what's
have
happened,
that.
but this is what's happened. Mr. Child sorted this out.
No.
So we've gone to One Oak with our fake IDs, all of us. Maybe one of us is 21. He's gone in first, obviously. And then the rest have followed. The guy looks at
It's
my ID
actually
and
like
goes,
some fucking super bad story, this, isn't it?
yeah, the guy's looked at my ID and goes, this is fake. Gives it to the promoter. Promoter takes me to the side and he goes, he knows your ID is fake. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to the cash machine, get $100 out, put it underneath the card, and then walk in and just hand it him.
Yeah.
We've all just done that. Donnie's just made $700 and we're all in the club.
Except for
What a
one
fucking
person.
time.
There's one.
Who
Gib.
was it? Gib
Gib.
Gib didn't get in one time.
Yeah,
This
so he
man.
gives him the $100, and the guy goes, "Yeah, you're still not getting in." And he just nicked his $100 straight from him.
That's fucking meant.
I'm pretty sure that the promoter came back out and he had to do something to get in.
Yeah, he
What
kicked
club
off.
was
he
this?
kicked off like he's got my $100. What club was it? Was it Warwick?
No, it's just One Oak.
Oh, One
Shit,
Oak. Yeah.
Great place though. Great place. There was a
my
time
It's
where Tom
so
Hanks.
funny, that stuff.
Yeah.
That only happens there, though.
But
like,
yeah, that you'd never get that
Yeah.
here. There's literally no chance. And then there was one place I went to in the US, or in LA, sorry, which the entrance was through a car park. I walked into a car park and it's a very like low key bar. And I'm telling you, they need to invest in some proper lights, because I can't even see where I'm going. It's supposed to have that LA vibe.
Yeah,
There's
all-
probably a
everything's
celebrity
dark.
in the corner,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I'm like, I can't even see where I'm going here. Like, this is like a little weird
and they
maze.
all wear shades as well. I don't know how
Yeah.
they see.
Wait,
Like,
they all wear
pitch
shades in
black
the
in
club.
restaurants, and it's like they've got shades on, and you're thinking, dude, I can't see, and I've not got shades on. So what are they even looking at?
Oh, yeah.
Is that because they're just
Anyway,
trying
what
to be
happened?
inconspicuous?
Yeah, well, what do you call it? Anyway, he's gone in there, and then supposedly, there's, Kylie Jenner, or like one of the Jenners were in there, and we were just sitting in the corner, and this guy comes over and he's like, "Yeah, you guys are gonna have to move. You're too close to them." And we're not close to them. We're they're in the distance, right? But I'm 20 at this point. I wasn't 21, and so I knew that I was in here, and this guy could just boot me out at any point anyway. So I'm like, "Yeah, no worries." So I move for me, and there's like 5 of us in there. We move further away. And then he comes over. He's like, "You guys are still too close." I'm like, "This guy must be on a wind up. He has to be on a wind up. We're so far away. We're almost at. This is a small bar. We're far away from the. And it's not like we're sitting there looking at him. We don't give a shit about what you're doing in the corner.
This looks like a 20-year-old lad's thing, isn't it?
Yeah, we don't give a shit what's happening over there. I don't even know who it is. I can tell that they're a celebrity, but that's it. And we're all just chilling over there. And then eventually, about half an hour later, guy comes over. He's like, "You guys are gonna have to leave."
What?
I'm thinking, and we all just got up and left anyways, and we just went to a club and enjoyed the rest of our night. But it was just the weirdest thing ever. And ever since then, I've literally been like, whatever. Like, people that in LA, like the celebrity sort of lifestyle
Culture,
there is just a bit mad. Like, it's nuts. But the best thing about LA for me is the house parties. And I remember going to one. We got a text, one of my friends, Joe. And he was like, "Right, okay, we'll go to," and this was ages ago. Again, this was when I was around 20, so we're talking like 7 years ago. It was back then. There was a group called the Janoskis. Janoskis are a shoe. Janoskians, is that right? Yeah, Janoskians, and they were really big. It was like a group of Australian lads. They weren't a band. They were like a really well-known, just like, group of Australians.
Right, okay.
They were at the time they were absolutely popping, and we went round to theirs, and we get in, and there's obviously a bunch of stuff that shouldn't be there, right? Anyways, we go out into the pool. There is just like naked chicks just like jumping in this pool. Absolute carnage. Anyways, an hour goes past, and I'm having a class time. I'm hearing a chopper.
He's in the pool.
Yeah, there's a chopper going off, and it turns out it was like a news chopper looking over it. All this sort of like they were getting footage or something of this house party. Then another 30 minutes go past, and then the police just came in. They're like, get everyone out. Everyone's got to go. And I'm thinking they're like, someone's getting fucked for this. Like,
But house parties,
the house parties there are
they're
sick.
rammed as well.
That's crazy that you were going then though, like 1920.
Well,
we were the same, and like no one else was.
Yeah,
It was
Don't know
so
why.
like I don't know. We were watching like Entourage, and like that made us go. That my brother was obsessed with that. He was like, "Come on, we've all got to go." So we'd like shut the business down for a month, fuck off to LA, and we'd get there and be like, "What do we do now?"
Yeah.
Like the first time we ever went, the first night we got there, we had a party after the club because we didn't know that like you gave your postcode to one guy and that's it. It's the fucking end of it.
Yeah.
So
everyone's at your
yeah.
gas.
We gave one promoter our thing. He was like, "Yeah, just bring girls though." We're like, yeah, no problem. Pull up to the house. There's a fucking crowd of like 500 people at the door. There's an attorney at the door. There's security, and there's a guy bringing a bar. There's a girl with a piano. Everyone's in the house. It's like, dude, this is the first night ever.
Hope you don't mind, fellas.
Don Johnson was like slurring shots all over our kitchen. And we're like, we're all just stood there in this corner, and all these people in this house thinking, this is unreal. But you don't realize it's just every day there.
Yeah, it's normal.
Every day,
well, I guess the girls are literally just waiting for a text from the 20 promoters that they're mates with.
Code, yeah.
And they're like, this is the spot tonight. They just rock up there. I guess some bring pianos, and it's carnage. I mean,
well, we tried to have a party once, and there was there's like this promoter in LA called like Romeo or something like that.
Roman. Of course, you know Roman.
Yeah, come on now.
Of course, that's who it is, Roman. So every time I go to LA, I'll see Roman.
Yeah.
And I'm with him, and I'm fucked, and he's just gone. So have a party at yours. I'm like, yeah.
Never say that to me.
Right,
Yeah.
let's fucking have it. But, and Roman, he'll bring about 30 like Swedish blonde girls.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we've done that. He's brought a load of people to the house. We've all walked in. The camera's right there. The owner calls us and says, "Get everyone out of the fucking house right now."
Really?
Yeah.
What? How long had the party been
Fucking
going?
Roman as well.
The party probably lasted for about 10 minutes.
No way.
Oh God, man.
Yeah,